All right. Welcome, folks, here at the OMM Podcast. And appreciate you coming out, taking a look, and hope you enjoy it and maybe learn something and
Oh yeah.
go from there. All right. Appreciate it. Anyways, we're here in the dungeon, as they say, and we got here a big chase. So
You,
got it together. So this is his. You can see it. Yep, straight. Big
yeah.
John ain't here, but
He'll be here shortly. I think
yeah,
he'll probably walk in
awesome.
when we're doing this.
Very good.
There's a good chance he's gonna walk in that door.
Right, it's gonna get turned up real quick.
Hell
Get
yeah.
ready
Right on.
for sure.
All
But
right.
just your company, and just gonna kind of. I think I met you 2 years ago,
Uh-huh.
maybe a
Yeah.
year ago.
It would have been like it would have been, let's see, I think like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Body Shop Lee Summit.
Yes,
I
body
think
shop.
what's crazy is I actually think I saw you like one of the first few weeks that I like moved here at Body Shop OP.
Oh,
Yeah, you were like training legs with someone. I don't remember who it was.
yes,
Oh, it was
yeah,
it was it was
right.
crazy.
Big instant. Yeah,
Yeah. So I remember you seeing
big.
I remember seeing you there with the the atomic pants and the fanny pack, like the striped pants.
Yeah.
I had the same one. I had the same ones. So I was like, man, this dude's fucking hardcore,
Yeah.
fucking jacked. I was like,
Wave those hands.
uh-huh. And then
Nothing better.
I know, right? It was the
Nothing better.
best. And then like some time went on and I was they opened Lee Summit and then I think it was one of the first few days that we were open, I think. Did
Oh
you get a
yeah.
membership there?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I remember you were training there and I was training with Giuliano
Right.
and he
Right.
was like you see that dude over there? He's like he's the OG, bro. He's the real OG. I was
Hey,
like
shout out to Big
Giuliano.
G too.
Yeah, Big G.
You survived, man.
Yeah.
It's love,
Made it
man.
through and made it through.
I always had love for Big G, and we always, mutual respect. And
Yeah.
man, God bless. He's moving on, brother.
Yes,
So
sir.
best to you always. You
Um,
bet.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
you guys train hard.
Oh
You guys
yeah.
train real hard.
I love training with him. It's great.
It's good.
But yeah, he was like, "There's the real OG," and I was like, "What do you mean?" And then he was like, it's kind of like talking to what he knew about like your bodybuilding in the a couple years ago and stuff.
Damn.
And I was like, "Damn, okay." And then like he introduced me to you, and then I was like, "Okay, this dude's legit." Like, yeah, it's hard to find that like nowadays. So, just like your
Yeah.
era and everything, I look a lot up to like everyone in that era, especially you. So it was just like, man, meeting you was kind of it was life changing for me because it was like I was pretty new to Kansas City. Obviously, I didn't really know a whole lot of people and whatnot. So yeah, dude, that was crazy. We'll get a little
Hey
bit.
man, that makes my heart swell.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome, big time.
Uh-huh.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no
Grateful.
problem,
That's
man. Yeah. Uh,
awesome. Iowa boy,
Iowa boy.
right?
Yeah, that's right.
Big time.
I wasn't born there, but I was raised there.
Where
Yeah,
were you born
I
at?
was born in South Dakota. Yeah.
South Dakota. All
Yeah.
right.
I
Damn.
know. I don't
I
remember any of it.
always wanted to win, like Mr. South Dakota. So, you know what I mean? It sounds like you better bring it. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're getting better because they're
Uh-huh.
having the Mr. Iowa up in Sioux City.
Oh, right.
Up there.
That's
Yeah.
today, wasn't
This
it?
weekend.
It's today.
Yeah.
Right
Okay.
on.
So good luck to everybody competing at the Iowa State up in Sioux City. And I'm sure Robert Wickman's up
Robert
there.
Wickman is there.
Way to
Yes,
go.
sir.
Yeah, good away. Showing everybody how to pose it the right damn way. So
Yeah.
good for him, and hope he's been having a good time
Hell yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I can uh, explain a little bit here. So
Yeah.
we are Hardware LLC and Yet Strength. We are teaming up with OMM Podcast to do. So we're guests on his podcast, but it's going to be the launch of the Get Huge podcast.
Yes.
So this is the launch here at the warehouse. John's on his way. We'll see whenever the fuck he shows up. But so yeah, on Instagram, yep underscore strength for the your supplement needs, and then clothing wise, hardware clothing LLC. So
Awesome.
yeah, we got
big time.
strength, and then clothing back here.
And
So
these
yeah,
people, just talking about you guys and the group behind you here is you guys hustle.
damn
You
right.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's not people like, oh, they're just living. It's a lot of work
it is.
and it's a lot of hustle when a lot of people don't want to do it or you don't want to do it,
Hmm.
and you got to put a smile on and get out there and make it work. So it's man, it's inspiring because
Thank you, man.
because you put on John does it. The check the checklist is long and he's knocking them out.
Oh yeah.
And I think sometimes are you doing all you can, and it's like gotta turn it up, man.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Gotta
Yeah.
turn it up. So good job,
Thank
very
you, man.
impressive,
Appreciate it.
definitely.
Thank you.
It's not easy, but man, I was blown away seeing how everything's made here, and
Right. Yeah.
it's very it's a great operation, man. It's
I
big
know.
time.
It's fucking crazy,
Oh,
man.
for sure. I'm gonna tell you this.
Let's get him.
See,
Let's get him smashed for you. Just try the berry. I think it's still the apple.
Al, you want some beer? All right. Come on, everyone get pumped.
It was in one of those blender models. I don't know where it is. It's one of those two. One without visceral.
So how many are you the only child in your family?
No, here. I'll go in a little into that. So yeah, I'm the middle child, so
Okay.
yeah,
The
I get the
middle.
least attention, right? Uh, no, I'm kidding. Yeah, so I have an older sister and a younger sister. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So three
The
moms,
only,
basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
three moms.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Very good.
So yeah, I was born in South Dakota, raised in Iowa up until February of when was that? 23, right after we won the Super Bowl. I moved here the
Okay.
week after we won the Super Bowl. So
Really?
yeah, that was
So what
crazy.
you were living? What part of Iowa? What's
Cedar Rapids.
Cedar
Yep. We
Rapids?
were in Council
Yeah.
Bluffs for a while, and then
Yeah.
my dad got a
Hey,
coaching job.
Cedar Rapids, is that down by Davenport? You're in that area?
Uh, it's like, let's
No,
see
I know
here.
where you're at. I'm
Davenport.
sorry.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's like
hang
it's
on.
northeast Iowa.
My cousin
It's northeast Iowa.
lives there. I know where the hell. I'm sorry.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry,
Well,
kid. I'm sorry, kid. Man, you don't do that.
no, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah, it's northeast Iowa.
Northeast Iowa. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I have our second drink of the evening. Now
What do we
this
got?
is the Yep Strength Smashberry
Hell yeah.
pre-workout.
Pre-workout.
That's
Thank
To
you.
just a small amount though. It's just a sample.
Thank you.
All right, what do you
Very
think about
good.
that?
Wow.
how would you describe it in 3 words?
Very good. I don't know. It is very good. Two minutes,
Really very
I
good.
put down one.
I would
Awesome.
say refreshing. Did you say refreshing?
Yeah, very good. Yeah, refreshing.
Invigorating?
Yes, yeah, for sure.
All of that.
All of it.
Oh,
Right on.
Yeah, that's very good. It seems like it's not bothering
Mm-hmm.
my ass. You know what I mean? This
Like your esophagus.
digestion.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of that's
Some of those give me heartburn. You know what I
right.
mean?
I think a lot of that is with like super.
And as an older person, I know we're hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
A lot
Don't
of
do
that's
this.
just the extra ingredients and shit, man. Like
Thank you.
we don't do any of that. So all
Yeah,
right.
that's
You got some questions written down there?
yeah. We're gonna see what
What are we
so
gonna rock
Cedar
with?
Rapids. What gyms do they have kind of in Cedar Rapids?
Nothing. Nothing good.
I moved to Ankeny, Iowa,
Yeah.
and the regroup in life and stuff back in the day. And I lived with my aunt, and they had Ankeny Fitness Center, which
Uh-huh.
was an old school. I was fortunate; they put in an old high school that was abandoned or elementary school, and it was really nice. Just basics, which I needed.
Right. Yeah.
I got up
Needed that.
265 when I was there,
Fuck yeah.
and I did I did a seminar in Minnesota, and I remember I did a 465 barbell incline, and I did like 4, and then a guy helped me with the number 5. You know what I mean?
Holy shit!
But I remember standing up and being so damn purple. You know what I mean? From just the pressure of it all. You know.
Right.
And I remember my pre-workout. Well, the night before, I said I got to be
Loaded up.
swollen in the morning.
Yeah.
So it was always Long John Silver's
Oh, hell yeah.
with extra chicken. You know, Brad, that. So it got a lot of salt, a lot of calories, and didn't really care when
Right.
just get some veins here and there, just
Yeah.
just shocking your body with that.
Right on.
But yeah, it was yeah, Anchor, there wasn't now there's a lot more Des Moines. Better.
It's good. Yeah, Des Moines getting better. Cedar Rapids isn't quite there. Well, I guess I don't know. I haven't been
I
there.
heard Mason City has one of the best old school gyms like in the country.
Was it Mason City or well, Washington? I think maybe does. I haven't been to Mason City. Which one's the
Mason
one?
City. Like
What's the one in Mason City?
I thought it just has like a mad dog, whatever fitness or something. But it's just I'll have to look that up. I gotta get my damn skills together.
There's a brick house. Brick House Fitness. It's in Washington, Iowa. It's fucking crazy, man. It's
Really?
a hidden gem. It's so good, and there's a
That's
couple
awesome.
couple owners of it. It's a really good gym, man. I like it a lot. Like I used to drive an hour there to train with my coach on the weekends.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
When I was 13, 14, I'd go to Iowa and live with my grandparents and work the farm jobs, whatever, you know what I mean, to make money. And there was no gyms when I was 14 till my grandpa's friend had a pig barn, but he had weights up top.
Oh, right on. Hell
So
yeah.
I climbed the wooden ladder and go up there, you know what I mean? And they would drink beers and count my reps. But it'd be so hot.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. I bet it's crazy.
Summertime,
Yeah.
just and I did the basic I remember I did like a bent over row, a squat, and a bench. And I did those exercises and just kept going. You know what I mean? Just picked I don't know why, those 3. And I just kept,
That's all you need. It's the basics.
yeah, right, it was true. Yeah.
I think it's like, especially because we're
And
younger.
I remember 13.
Yeah, I think that's what you need to
I got so pissed because the farmer that lived there, his daughter came out and like benchmarked me.
Oh no.
She was like 17, and I was like, "What the?" Hey, and when word goes around quick, you got your ass kicked, and I don't know how it does. There was no social media, but someone heard that I got my ass kicked in a bar down in the middle of Iowa.
Oh no.
Couldn't even know when. So I had to, suck it up and take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
Living,
Live
yeah,
and learn.
it was insane. It really was. Yeah.
I have something that's like relative to that. Like when I did my first bodybuilding show, I was 19 and like I remember being backstage and like uh it was a Tony show and it was the NPC Naturals in August, but there was also it was a pro-am, I think, because it was right after COVID.
Oh,
And so they had to put the shows together. We didn't even know if it was gonna happen. But I was like, fuck it, I want to do this shit. So I started dieting. I had no coach. I just fucking did it really. Way over dieted.
right.
Way over dieted. But
But that's good. I think that's a lesson learned for you.
I
I
lost
think
that
you learn
muscle.
how much you push yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you over, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh. But
Yeah.
I saw I don't know what class, maybe it was either it might have been physique or women's bodybuilding, and she was like bigger than me, and I was like, oh man. It made me feel like shit. I was like, dude, what?
Yeah.
I can't ever let that happen. So I can't let that happen again.
No.
I never felt so bad about my physique. I was like, fuck this. But it was fucking yeah, dude. That experience was crazy, man.
How do you think now, though, with your physique? How you make gains? Because you're a
Yeah,
lot bigger and round.
yeah. I'm a lot more like comfortable on stage, probably as you know. Like the
Yeah.
more that you do, it kind of gets easier every time. I think this year was probably the first year I actually felt like comfortable on stage.
Good.
I don't all the ones leading up. I don't felt like I was ever.
Didn't feel like
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't feel like I don't know.
You think that's getting help from like Robert Wickman?
Absolutely,
Right?
yeah, dude, man. That's
Shout out Robert.
shout out Robert,
That'll be
man.
$1.99, please. Thank you.
Dude, he's crazy, man. He knows how to push you. Like
He does.
he
Absolutely.
fucking dude.
He's a master of the poses.
He is every session. Every session was just fucking 5-6 rounds.
I seen what he did to John too. Shout out to John here.
Yeah, fixed his posing completely. Fixed
Made
mine,
his
man.
physique pop out better,
Yeah,
know?
it's huge,
Really
man.
did.
It's super
It's great.
important. He's got an eye for bodybuilding, so he
Right.
kind of just
Yeah.
he just knows, man. It's like
He does, yeah.
I mean, he fucking made it to Olympia. It's pretty badass.
Come on, man. Hey, let's prop.
Shout out Robert.
You know? Can't say I went to the Olympia, damn it.
I know, dude. Fucking what? It's wild,
Yeah,
man.
seat 990.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty cool, man. Like his whole setup there at his studio, it's super dope, and he just like redid it too.
You came to Kansas City though, just to chase the bodybuilding world, right?
Yeah, so basically, like,
I love that. That's
I
always,
yeah. So
you know.
the way it happened is, 2021, I did Battle of Champions. I placed like sixth, man. Oh, I got my ass kicked. But yeah, so 2021, I did Battle of Champions, and I met Caleb Blankenship, owner of Body Shop,
Yeah, right
and
on.
then I met Jordan Ward, trains at Body Shop, and then I met Sonny Hervey.
Oh
You
yeah.
probably know him. He lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to train at Lee Summit.
Hey Sonny, you drive some badass
Yeah, he does drive badass
Yeah.
cars. Yeah.
Man, awesome.
And so I met all those dudes there.
He's a good Sonny too. He has a good physique. Real
Yeah, he
good.
does.
Real good.
Yeah, he beat me.
Damn.
He beat me by 5, but that's all right. It was fun, man.
Hey, it happens.
That whole experience was just it was super fun because I met Jordan came up to me like after the show, and he was like saying something about Kansas City, and he was like, I was like, man, Kansas City. I was like, I never been there. Like,
Yeah, never been.
never been, no.
Wow. Right.
And so that show was in November, and then I came on my birthday in December. I came for a weekend just to visit, and then I had my interview at Supplement Superstores. So
Oh wow.
yeah, they never like hire anyone that's like hasn't been a customer of their store really or anything. So
Right.
yeah, I had the opportunity to work there. They like took me on, even though it's like I didn't know like what their culture was about. I found out really quick though.
That's weird because we had kind of the same. I came after I got never knew Kansas City. I drive through here and on mini trips and just be like, damn, this place looks rough. You know what I mean? Because on 70, it's not.
Oh, the traffic?
Yeah, I'm not just it's a little rougher area, so I
Right.
never thought anything of it. But I got a job, corporate security here, and I moved here just because of Gold's Gym in Shawnee,
Damn.
Kansas. It's a one, badass gym, a lot of good bodybuilding. I said, I got to move here. That's from Ankeny, Iowa.
It's literally
I was going crazy up there.
I did the same thing.
And one
Came
of
and
the
visited, and I saw Body Shop and Flex. I
right,
was
and
like, I gotta fucking
they
rip.
had back then. They had what was it? The Shack, something. People, I'm sorry, I should remember this. Damn it, memory's gone. But yeah, some Shack. I can still picture the guy that owned. He put on shows, Power Shack.
Power Shack.
Yeah,
Where was it? Where
right,
was that?
Steve. I think his name's Steve. He put on the Power Shack and the Power Shack class, big shows. NPC show. They'd have them at the casino.
Harris?
This back in the day, the Power.
Where was it at?
At the Maristar Casino.
Oh, okay, right on. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, big
Damn.
time. So yeah,
Not anymore though.
no, stop.
Yeah.
Been done for 20 years.
Oh,
You know.
when,
Yeah, they're
when
not.
was the last time uh you did security last time for Mayhem?
Was that we were talking about 16?
Yeah. That was the last time that Mayhem was here?
Yeah,
Was that when it was
first time I got
was
it.
it a pro am?
Yeah,
Damn, I
when
wasn't still here, man. They bring that back.
Victor Martinez won,
Damn.
and
Ooh.
Charles Griffin got second or third. Akeem got third.
Oh,
But
wow.
me and thank you, Chad. I appreciate that. Let me work that. So,
Who was the guest host? Wasn't it Dennis Wolf? One of the
no,
idiots?
they didn't have any, and that's where I saw. Shout out to Big Lenny there, Thomas. That I saw him up close and what kind of dense muscle, freaky look, because he shined on that stage that day. You know what I mean? He brought it bigger, fuller, harder. I don't know. No, it was the open. He went right in the open. So
Oh, okay.
the big, yeah, they were just, team and
Damn, he was up next to
oh
that.
man, those guys look crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Charles Griffin, are you kidding me?
So dense.
Tiny little waist and just crazy muscle and everything.
Round muscle always, man,
He
dude.
was a good natural guy. He did natural, he did a
Really?
lot of shows, and then went from there. God bless him. He's doing good. Way to go, Chuck. Awesome job, man. You know it. Always was nice to me when I met him
Really?
out in Florida. Definitely, real good. Even though I look crazy, and he that's why it bothered me, man.
Really?
Yeah, that's you're not talking about that, but sorry. But who did you look up to then? The bodybuilding in
It's
your
kind of
area in Iowa. Do you
it's
look
kind
at the maze? I guess you're on maze.
social media, yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know over there.
I know, I know. No, it's like it's changed over the years. I'll say like early on, like kind of when I dipped into it, there was so I had an injury in high school. I tore my ACL, and when I was recovering from that, I remember scrolling on Instagram and I saw Calvin Von Moger. Do you know who that is?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. A tall guy.
uh-huh.
Hope you're doing well, kid. I know
I
you
know, yeah. I
some
mean,
issues,
he's
but
been through it, man. But he,
crazy physique.
I remember I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw like uh, he was just a picture of him and he was on crutches, but he was still. This is like when he was freshly injured,
Yeah,
so he was fucking. He had size, like
yeah.
big ass arms, big chest. I was like, I'm on crutches. This dude's on crutches and he's fucking jacked. Like I want to be like that. So I started watching his YouTube. And at the time, the only bodybuilders I really knew of was like Jay Cutler, Ronnie, and like Kai Green. That's really
Oh yeah.
all I knew. I
Good
was
trio.
yeah, I would always see
Yeah,
Kai
good
Green,
trio.
Kai Green all over the place on my fucking,
Yeah.
and then I would see like the bodybuilding.com. They had an app, and it had Jay Cutler's his like routine for like training in there. So
Yeah.
I followed that for a while, like when I
Good
was
choice.
in
Yeah.
in and out of like athletic training for sports. So it was like I would go to football lifting in the morning and then go to the gym when I got out of school the same
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was training two
Mix
days
it
for a while.
up.
Yeah, when I first started out.
That's good.
And
Got all
then
that passion ready to go,
yeah, and then I was doing
ready to get it.
a lot of cardio too, just from sports.
Sports.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was pretty fun.
Fun ball.
It was nothing different from my childhood, to be honest. Like
Yeah.
my dad always had me doing stuff. So
Gotcha. Yeah.
mhm.
Kept you busy.
Yeah, I'm thankful
Keep
for
you
it.
right,
I'm glad that's how it is.
So coming here, you really met a lot of people and
Dude, yeah, it's been fucking crazy, man. Like Cedar Rapids is like decently sized, but it's like compared to here, man, it was a big step for sure. Like
right.
I had to like the biggest thing, yeah, adjust to like especially the traffic, man. I was like, holy fuck.
Really?
Just to be able to get across town in like 10 to 12 minutes. And now it's like,
Wow.
fuck, you gotta add like 20 minutes and then you're on.
I know, it's like an hour,
Yeah. But yeah, I've
I said
adjusted.
an hour, I could be fucking, I mean, excuse me, it could be,
Yeah.
halfway across the state.
Yeah, it's been
Stop it.
I've adjusted pretty good though. Like I've met a lot of really good people here. So
Yeah, see,
like yourself, yeah, I've met a lot of really cool people. That it's like the biggest thing for me was in Cedar Rapids, like in Iowa in general, except for Des Moines, no one really competes. Like competing's not really like a thing.
right.
Like there's powerlifting, strongman, that's a bit more popular there, but like bodybuilding, there's like no one who's like in it. So it's strongman's pretty big. Yeah, I trained at a gym that was pretty like had a lot of strongman shit and powerlifters, but yeah, I was really the only bodybuilder that was actually competing. Like there's a lot of dudes that live the lifestyle that I trained with, which was fun, but there
Right.
was no one was doing shows and stuff. So
And
I
they
was
didn't plan on doing it.
Yeah, and it's so then when I moved here and I met a lot of people that are in the competitive scene, I was like, oh man, like this is cool.
Yeah.
So like seeing all the gyms and like the culture here, like there's a lot of people involved in the fitness industry here, and that's like what was so appealing.
Right.
That's why I was like, I
It's
was
actually
really,
shocking. Yeah, it's
yeah,
shocking.
I was really hyped when I moved here about that because I was like, man, I finally feel like I'm where I belong. Like
Because
there's
back in the day, it was like few and far between.
right, yeah,
It wasn't
it is kind of
like,
cool to have that. I know you wanted to talk about old school and new school. It's like even that is one I think pro with the new school. I think
oh yeah,
I'm
for
an old
sure.
school guy for sure, but like
I agree.
even though I wasn't alive, right? I
I
was
agree.
still a fan, but no, I think that is one benefit from the new school is kind of just like the
Yeah, the new school. I think
community created.
I love the social media.
Yeah.
I know people like you know, yeah. Of course, you reminisce and it's like the right, whatever of the moment, but you wouldn't see anybody for like 5 months,
Right. Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, boom, they're right in front of you, and they're like, God damn, I gotta get. Be like always a kick in the like get it going,
Oh, right. Motivation.
Yeah, if you saw someone that was halfway,
Uh-huh.
I remember I was just 255 pounds of slob, living in Kentucky and not working, just for training, doing what I can just to keep training. And I've been, I go to Louisville and in Powerhouse Gym, and Porter Control walked in. Now he was a pro,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
firefighter. He won nationals and then won some pro shows. Had awesome because he showed me what a bodybuilder should
And he's
look
a
like.
firefighter?
Yeah, he's a firefighter.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Right on.
still is. But he looked. I saw him and I'm like, oh, I got a lot of work to do. You know what I mean?
Uh,
It's time to get back to it.
yeah.
Real quick. Let me see here. We want to do. So, what is your favorite gym here in KC?
Favorite gym. Oh man. There's so many.
Much.
There's so many of them. Yeah, I would say. I mean, that's where I spend most of my
You
time.
did go out to Blue Springs Fitness.
Oh
That
man,
gym.
that's why I don't want to name any favorites, man.
I
Like
know.
they're all good.
They
I
are.
really do
I agree.
like I was just saying, man. Like the difference
Pretty
between
much.
yeah, the difference
Yeah.
between the gyms here and the gyms where I'm from, like it's cool that I have so many fucking options.
Right.
Like I feel like each gym has their pros and cons. So I spend most of my time at Flex, but that's just because that's where I have a membership. Really, like
Right.
with me and John, traveling to all these different gyms, like it's been
Great.
really cool
I
experience.
know.
So like
Yeah. You get all kinds.
yeah,
For sure.
yeah, just a bunch of different vibe, different equipment, different people. Like it's cool.
Right. Flex. You can't beat it.
Yeah, you
You
can't.
know what I mean?
You can't.
Come on.
I know.
If I could get my ass there, I would. You know
Uh,
what I mean?
well, it's also just like it's convenient for me too, but our warehouse is kind of over that direction. So like
For sure.
I leave my place, spend like 12, 14 hours here and then go train.
I used to. I trained for years on Gold's in Westport. They used to have one right in the heart of the Westport area. The
Uh,
bars and shit.
that's cool.
It's where a lot of the bouncers and the freaks of the city used to go and train.
Yeah.
It was the times of, it was a good spot though. That's why I went there. It was a good. I think that I mentioned it last time when I was talking on podcast, but that's where they threw me out of their gym because I bled so much when I swatted. I got into this freaking zone and blood was coming down,
Yeah.
and the whole staff saying stop, stop, and then all of a sudden the EMTs come in and they're freaking like who the I was laying on the ground, but they found I'm okay, I swallowed a little hard,
From your nose?
I'm like, oh, just pouring out my
That's
nose,
fucking badass.
pouring out.
Yeah.
But it was like, I think it was 365 for 38
Holy
reps
shit.
and taking them deep, you know what I mean, going after it. And but I could feel the pressure. Like at 20, and just went, damn, a little bit. I'd come up everyone. You know what I mean? I was like, it wasn't smart, at the time, but
Man, if only we had
it gave me
social media back
it gave
then.
me a no fear, because I lived through, you know what I mean? He
Yeah.
almost gave me unfortunately, just no fear to go places and push things a little
Yeah,
bit, you know?
yeah, we can talk about that, man. Like,
Yeah.
kind of the
Because you will test yourself. If you do this long enough, there'll be times and people say, you know, and I know people say, oh God, that's not, of course it wasn't healthy. You know what I mean? It was on a different, trying to do it as healthy as possible. But I mean, I had my days, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some days you got to get up and you got to take the car out and
Yeah.
put the foot pedal to the metal, you know, and get it out.
Damn right.
But
Yeah, man.
yeah. I'm gonna do it right now.
Yeah, no, we can touch on that for sure. So, like, I think it's there's a lot of people that take themselves to that spot when they're training, like, can relate to that. Like, there's just some days that you just don't want to fucking do it, but you do it anyway, just because it's like it's what you love, and it's like, uh, I don't know, man. Like, I think there's a lot of character that gets built there, like going through those hard times when you're like not wanting to train, but you do it anyway, or not wanting to do cardio, or not wanting to eat your meals, right?
Right.
I think it's because it's like at least for me, it's recently I've noticed like getting into like more business and stuff and being an entrepreneur and stuff like that. Like I've been able to use a lot of things I've learned from bodybuilding
Oh,
in
yeah,
that
I
like
bet.
having like no quit, like it's on your mind like all the time. Like so I don't have energy for anything else besides like training training and this shit.
I think you got to be. That's what breeds success. I think that's
Yeah.
why you're different. That's why it's going. It's a different, different level. Go get pushing it there daily. So it's incredible.
Jay would say full fucking throttle.
Oh, look at
Oh, it
that.
is every day, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Even on my rest days.
Oh yeah.
Full throttle on the meals or whatever it is.
Right.
Crossing all the T's.
I just remember Jay Cutler at that supplement sign. I think I told you that.
Oh yeah.
And that food had to be on time.
I
And
know.
just watching him eat, like,
I love when you talk about this.
yeah,
It's
he
it's
said
a good story.
he said just to and they're like they were effing up. They weren't getting the food on time. You know what I mean? Like, damn, that's all this guy wants is this is a machine. And I learned right there, I better get my eating more intense. You know what I mean? Not just eating burgers and eating pancakes and then having four, protein shakes or whatever. You know what I mean? And, so he really instilled in me like, man, we got to get serious. We got to get some. It's like changed me overnight. How to eat. And he said that. He said get as intense with your nutrition meals as you do with your training.
Right on.
Good advice.
I had a similar story to that actually. I was watching the let's see, it was Tetoning shows, the April one that they always do in Des Moines. I think it was the one that was this week. They changed it from I think that's where they did it at Sioux City instead of Des Moines.
Yeah.
But I remember I was there watching, and I actually got to see my coach compete. That was cool. I got to see him win the overall, and then
Nice.
Brandon Curry was there. So
Wow.
that was the first like mass monster I saw in person. And I remember it was when he had his big O bars that he came out with. Remember those? They're
I
dense
made
as
a few of
fuck.
those, Brandon.
They're
Sorry.
dense as fuck. They're packed with calories. It was great. He gave me a whole box. It was dope. But he had a booth there, and then we were just talking to him there while the show was going on, and Jack comes up to him with a fucking plate, like a 16-ounce steak, and then fucking potatoes. And he sits there and just fucking. So that's kind of like similar to your story.
Right.
It was like that. Jack knew how important it was to him and that he needed it, right? So it was like,
And he's finally great.
oh, dude, like, yeah, it was crazy, man. I couldn't stop looking at his arms. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, they were so big, yeah.
I mean, that's how I got with. Lee Priest had this sweatshirt on at the 2002 Nationals at the booth or whatever. I'm like, damn, what that? Then it came back around and he had the T-shirt on and I was like
Damn.
hypnotized. Like,
I bet, man.
hypnotized. No talking. No talking. Deadlock. On those fucking crazy ass
They're
arms.
crazy, man. I can't even imagine.
Trying to process all that. It was just it's like damn, yeah, it was a freak.
So cool.
Crazy. Yeah, real cool. Definitely
I
big
would
time.
I would say those are a lot of the guys. Those are a lot of the guys now that you asked earlier about, like who influenced me and stuff for like bodybuilding. And so those are a lot of the old school guys like that influence me now. So it's like changed over time, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
So like, yeah, it's like seeing the way that they train and like the stories I hear about all of them. It's like, man, that fucking sucks, man. I was, I know I hate saying this. It's a cheesy saying because everyone says it, but like, born in the wrong era, for real.
Yeah, right.
Like, it's
Hey,
and the coolest part, um, about Blue Springs Fitness, shout out to Kurt. Like, the coolest thing about that is like it feels like I'm fucking in those.
yeah.
Like, every fucking night, like I turn those on, like the mock videos, like
Oh
the
yeah.
Rip to Shreds color DVD
Right,
or
right.
Maryland Muscle Machine,
Yeah.
fucking Leroni, and like that's what I said to him when I was there. I was like, dude, I feel like I'm in a fucking Leroni DVD right now. I was like, it's so cool. It was such a cool experience for me, and I had no idea. It's
Yeah.
like 22 minutes from my place. So I was like, what the fuck? I had no idea, man.
That is
So I definitely need to get back out there, dude. I love that gym, man. It's like,
it's hard for me to get there with my schedule, which is crazy
yeah.
because it's not far.
I was gonna say, don't you live there in Blue
I,
Springs?
I've been going early in the morning, so
Oh, it's when
I've been going
because
at 3:30,
yeah, he's not 20,
3:45.
he's not 24, right?
Yeah,
No.
exactly. Opens at 5, I think, or so the fourth. And I got to be to work, so
So where's your main like training spot?
it's been at lately. It's Total Body Fitness.
I've
At
heard good
least
things about that
yeah,
place. Right on.
has everything. It's Deshay runs it, owns it. She's getting ready to compete at the St. Louis Pro
Really?
Wellness. Yeah, so
Damn, right
she's
on.
great. Yeah, she's doing things.
I'll have to introduce yourself. Maybe we could. That's one gym that we haven't been to
Right.
yet. Strength and
Yeah,
hardware.
check it
So
out. Cool.
I'd love to go check
I
that
just hit
place out.
chest there today. It was good.
Yeah.
It's quiet, quiet. Sometimes it's quiet. Nice
Mhm.
and I like that it has real good equipment, but not crazy amount
Uh-huh.
where you can get lost sometimes. You
Yeah,
know what I
that can
mean?
happen.
Like at
Quads.
every time I go to flex, I'm doing some freaking. What the hell am I even doing?
You should have. Well, that's how
I'll
quads.
never do this again.
That's what quads is, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking quads. That might have been like. That might have been the craziest gym I've ever been to. That was cool.
Oh,
That was so dope, dude.
that's what they got,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
crazy stuff.
They have fucking everything, and it's like I don't know how they fit all of that equipment into that space. They have an upstairs just loaded with fucking equipment and the coolest shit. And like the best part about that gym was like when you walk in, all of the like they have photo like framed photos of like almost every like top tier bodybuilder from like the 80s to like current because it opened in the 80s. There's some people that have been going there their whole life.
Hey,
Nowhere else. Yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy, man.
right.
It's
Yeah.
like there's a lot of history at the gym because like a
Oh,
lot of those pictures,
there is a lot of history.
a lot of
I'm
the
not just kidding. There's a lot.
a lot of those pictures there of those guys like is them at the gym.
Yeah.
So man,
Because for me, man, in the Midwest and Minnesota, we had Twin Cities Gym,
uh-huh.
which the Road Warriors wrestlers owned, and
Oh,
that was like a pilgrimage. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And but also where you said that gym down there, Quad Gym, that was
Hmm.
pilgrimage too, because it was in the Midwest. You just heard about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I got into competitive powerlifting too when I was 17.
Uh-huh.
So
What was that
but
dude's name that was there? The like famous power lifter. He trained at quads all the time.
it
What's
called
his name? Yeah,
no, not
no.
really fun.
No, fuck. I can't remember his name. John would know his name. I can't remember. The dude that worked there showed us a book that he wrote because he's like one of the strongest dudes.
Wow.
Old school guy. Like he was insanely
Just
strong.
pop up just because you
I
asked.
can't
I
remember
couldn't
his
tell you.
name.
We're like,
Maybe it
what's
was
that
him.
name?
What was the name?
Ed Cohn?
Oh wait.
Eddie Cohn. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were saying Ed Connor. Isn't the gym
Sorry,
guy?
Ed.
The gym guy?
Yeah.
Ed Connor's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's who it is. And they like it's funny because they have the book that he wrote, and then they got him to Chase and on one of the papers. His fucking hands were huge.
Damn.
Yeah, they were like the
He
size
did crazy, man.
That's
Crazy.
crazy how much strength he had.
I really did. I should say competitive. But I used it to just get bigger for bodybuilding, so I could do. You know what I mean? Because I always do do the basic, like a lot of people do now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's important.
People are training hard still, crazy hard. I see it.
Very few. Well, there's some.
Yeah,
it's hard to come by.
Because there's awesome physiques.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's still
getting better.
I'm trying to. Yeah, man, I want to like bring that back, like the old school look, like the
sky's the limit, man.
I know.
Got the genetic, got it all. You know,
really trying to.
Main thing, the mindset, is huge, of course, and
Absolutely
staying positive and
yeah,
trying to do the right shit most of the time.
That's something I wanted to touch on too, actually. You talk about like being positive, man. Like that's something that I've been able to actually pick up from you. Is just being like just being positive, like find like without you like directly saying it, just like being around you. Like I was I was talking to Emily about this the other day, like when when I met you at Body Shop Lee Summit and I was working there, right? And I was in that prep and it was just like I don't know, I had a lot of like life shit going on. It's not really relevant, but like on top of that in the prep and like I still didn't know a whole lot of people here in Kansas City and it was just like a lot going on. It was like I don't know if I've ever told you this, but like it's crazy the effect you had on me when you came into Body Shop like every day. It was like something I look forward
You
to.
made me cry.
I just wanted to touch on that, man. He's talking. That's something that like you didn't even have to say. Like, it wasn't. You weren't directly saying anything. You were just like being. It was like I would be like, you know how it is when you're deep in prep and you're just like,
Right.
you're just like, oh man, like barely making it by, and then you would come in and just like fucking dap you up, and I was like, fuck, all right, everything's good, man. Like, it was something that like it helped me out a lot. So I just wanted to like thank you for that.
I love the thoughts and stuff.
Dude, it helps more than
I do 3 sets for back and 30 minutes for chocolate chips. So yeah, it's all good.
it was great.
I appreciate that very much. Yeah.
Something that
Much love, man. Much love, because man, you'll get better than that. Wow. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. I think I don't know if we have much time here.
what are we at?
40.
Can
Okay.
we do another 20?
What can we do? 10? No, we shut her down here. What's that? Yeah, we better do.
Yeah, I think we should make it an hour.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Doesn't need to be serious. We can bullshit if we
want.
want. Okay. It's your podcast, man.
Right on. Yeah.
You want some smelling salts or anything? I think yeah. It can be like our outro if you want.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
like we can go a bit longer, and then when we're ready to wrap up, you can hit the salts.
Oh. I said last time I did those songs, I was
Piss yourself.
I was mad.
We got a drain. We got a drain right there. Yeah.
Oh no.
What's
We're
that?
about to hit the Yep Strength smelling salts, the best smelling salts ever to exist, manufactured locally, small batch, Kansas City, Missouri, right here in the Yep Strength Hardware Warehouse.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
OG muscle.
And then Chase, you gotta do it after.
Yeah, I'll hit it. I'll hit it after you, bro. You just waft it. You don't have to put your nose in it. Like, you gotta go like this.
No reaction. I gotta do one too here.
Wow.
All right, you gave her.
I love
on the pre.
I love the ammonia. Feels good.
They wake you up.
It does. Wake me up. Big time. Woke it up. Thank you so much for that.
What up?
It feels
Okay.
like
What questions do we have left on here?
We have about relationships.
Okay.
How it is to maintain them and how you found how they affect different things, because I know it does
Mm-hmm.
when you're sometimes, bodybuilding turns into very selfish.
Yep.
It can, I'm guilty. I mean, for
Yeah, we
years
all
now.
are.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
big time. So
Yeah, I can touch on that.
if it's not about, and it takes someone to stay with someone that, or to say, how was your day and all this. Oh, I need 32 more ounces of chicken.
Yeah.
You gotta,
Well,
all
I'll
that good
say
stuff.
I'll say first and foremost, I'm just like honestly blessed to have like be with someone currently that like understands it, right? So shout out to Sarah. Love you.
Yeah, awesome.
But yeah, it's like having someone especially that you live with like that understands it can help a
Big
ton.
time. Oh yeah.
Talk about like maintaining that is like finding time to balance that. Like she understands that I need to be like doing X amount of cardio or like training for that long, getting my meals in. She just asked if it's like she has the time in return, like when we have like downtime, like
Oh yeah.
it's like really spending it with her. So, or like doing stuff together. Like when we do like a rest day together, we'll go our apartment gym has like
Okay.
tons of shit. So we'll go do like
It's
cardio and
crazy. These
have
apartment gyms.
I know, dude, it has a fucking Smith machine. It's crazy.
We'd have an old beat up like one of those freaking assault
Yeah,
bikes.
assault bikes.
Nothing else.
But yeah, like we'll go do cardio and abs together, and it's like she's doing the same thing, and hopefully she's gonna
Cool.
compete this summer.
Oh
She's gonna
yeah.
be crazy. But yeah, I think what can happen a lot. I mean, we're all guilty of being selfish in bodybuilding. I think it happens.
Yeah.
I'd say like maintaining relationships with just not just like dating, but like with friendships. It's like there's sometimes I feel like maybe it kind of ties into the same thing, like making sure to like spend time with those that are closer to you, or like maybe as simple as just like reaching out,
Right.
making sure like your boys are good and stuff like that. Uh,
Yeah.
I think it's it's hard, but I think if you can find those people that are doing the same thing. That's another thing. Like when I was in Iowa, no one was doing what I was doing, so it was kind of like everyone was just like, what the fuck is this dude doing? Like, but
Yeah.
it's like when like all my friends here compete, so it's
Right.
like
Yeah.
they get it, and when all my friends back home, none of them compete. So
It's a big difference.
I think it's who you surround yourself with, really. I know
Right.
that's pretty cliche, like a lot of people say that, but
I
it's
don't know why
very
I
true.
always isolated myself,
I did too.
which isn't,
It's not the way to go.
but I did that for, you know, 20 years. And then they come back, it's like,
Yeah.
you were gone. I was,
Hmm.
and just immensely, thank God some of these people let me back in their lives and stuff.
Right.
It just took a different, where you just all or nothing,
Hmm.
just, I'm trying to act like it's now, but I was happy. You know what I mean?
Hey.
I mean, I'm sorry I did. I love people. I love them to death. Look at me. I'm a happy guy. I love to give, shout out to people. And, but yeah, had a great time. Definitely pushing it and
Hmm.
trying to be, having a purpose every day to
I love it, dude.
get it done.
I love it,
I
and I
know
think
it. So
I
I
think
just didn't have the business.
yeah.
I was happy just do bullshit. I shouldn't have. I should have pushed. When I had opportunities, I should have took them instead of
Right.
coming up with more.
Oh, I got you.
If you
Yeah.
took me, I couldn't eat at 2 o'clock. Fuck this. I'm
Yeah.
lying around here.
Uh,
I'm getting in my car. I'm leaving for the building. I gotta eat, man. I
I
could be so OCD like that with, you know what I mean?
I think it's necessary.
I did too. I think
You
it
do.
got to take up
Yeah.
to, because it did, maybe not that meal, but doing that very consistent for years,
Hmm.
it made a difference, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it did. Definitely did, man.
Yeah,
It shows in your physique.
just
Like I think it's like it definitely, yeah, like that's one thing when you look at someone's physique, like you can tell like whether they're about it or not. Most of the
true.
time. Most of the time. But it's
Yeah,
like
most of the
to
time.
get I'll say like to get like the level of like condition that you did, I think that's kind of even that's just another level. Like it's one thing to be in shape, but like you guys in the 90s and early 2000s, like it was it's a different look. You don't really see that a whole lot anymore.
Right.
You see masks, but not like
True, a lot of masks.
not like the cut, the deep
That
fucking
is
cuts.
because some people do. I think we just did more cardio.
I think you guys were just more about it.
Yeah.
I think you were just
No,
more about it. You don't see it much anymore.
right.
So it's always
And there was no social media,
right.
so
That
you
we're doing
got
it
to
for
work.
clout.
You just went.
Yeah.
You know what
You
I mean?
didn't tell anyone about it. You're just
And then
fucking
you get
doing it.
pictures taken. You're like,
Uh huh.
I gotta do a lot more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's always I don't know if you get that way. I used to be so critical.
Uh huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where should they just, where's, and I'd be the guy, they would say, for 2 years here, I would diet real hard and stuff. And then something would happen, but everyone said, he's too scared to do a show. He just wants to say, all this weird shit. The noise, the
The
noise.
noise.
Because I hear the noise. I know enough people. I hear the noise. I know who's talking shit.
Me too.
You know what I
Me
mean?
too, man.
And
Comes around.
not that I don't know, it didn't really matter for that part, but just, yeah, just the freaking, what was I even saying? I'm going off on the deep end here.
We were just talking about like negativity, the noise. Like,
Yeah, the negativity.
it's funny because like I experienced
On social media, you'd have to hear some
right.
asshole in Indiana tell me to suck it, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
I
midget, I might call them overgrown midget.
get that mask though.
What's not me? Sorry to make it. I mean, small people, not
Get the mask.
I'm almost one of you, so goddamn it, I love
Yeah.
you.
Who cares about the height, man? You got the mask.
Yeah, that's
That's all
right.
that matters.
I always said I wanted to be different, shorter, and I knew probably wouldn't be like top pro or any of that pro or whatever. But I knew if I could hustle getting those, like meet people to do guest poses and being something, and then meeting people, doing what I'm good at, you know what I mean, and just trying to promote the, be positive, and it really helped, man. And then when I had uh, freaking the dial-up computer, emails just started coming flooding in, and it was really cool for a time,
It's cool.
for about, I don't know what happened. I did it for about 2 years. I was good at
Like responding to emails and
I was
stuff.
good at the business.
Yeah.
I was ready for it.
Like cutlery.
I freaking lived 10 years, 15 years to get ready for it. You know what I mean? So when it happened, I'm like, I've already done this. That's what I'm doing.
Did you
I'm
ever?
calling down in Oklahoma and saying, give me a hotel room. I'll be there. Like almost like John. That's why I see John do it.
That's cool.
I'll be there. I'll be there Saturday night. I'll guest pose. You don't have to pay me shit. Just give me, just to get out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, that's literally what we do. We just ask these gyms if we can pull up and set up our shit and sell our product. Like it because
Most of the time it's yes, right?
because it's beneficial to them too.
Absolutely.
Because we'll bring people like shit today, man. I had at least 2 or 3 people that just like came to the gym to buy clothes. Like so, it's like we bring people with, especially if it's local. It's like it's cool to see a lot of like the appreciation for being local, like doing stuff locally. So
That's awesome.
love it, man.
So once you give your Instagram and all that and your crew and we'll get this ready to wrap up. Just appreciate everyone following along here. We had a good talk and good we'll do it again.
Yeah,
And
we'll get another one in.
we'll see how these guys are gonna continue to shine and work their way up and be on the lookout for them because they'll be there. All right, best to them.
All right.
Thank you.
You want me
too,
to
for coming.
finish this
Thank
off?
you.
Finish off the podcast? All right. Yeah, no, I just wanted to thank you, man, for having me a part of your podcast. I think it's super fucking cool that you're doing that. I think a lot of people could benefit from like listening or seeing like the energy that you have and that you have for bodybuilding. It's super cool. So yeah, I just appreciate you for having me on and coming here and seeing our warehouse and coming out to the event today. It was super fun day, man. Like, and yeah, I just appreciate like I said, talked about earlier, like what you do for me indirectly, even if like you don't know that you're doing it, you are, and just keep doing you, man. So, yeah, shout out to the whole Yep team, Hardware LLC. and then yep_strength. Give us a follow. Like I said, this is the I guess official launch of the Get Huge podcast. So this is a collab with OMM Podcast. So
Awesome. All right. Peace.
got it
Thanks for
done.
coming along.
Yes, sir. Get huge.
You bet.